I'm Dan Ackerman, and we are here taking a look at one of my favorite all-in-one desktops. This is the Dell XPS 27. It is a new version of a system that we previously called the XPS 127, and of course it's got a 27-inch screen and it's a touchscreen. In fact, it's such a big touchscreen, I don't even need to scroll over too far to get all my Windows 8 apps up on it. They're all just right here on the screen. And like a handful of other all-in-one desktops and even a couple of laptops that we've seen recently, it's got a higher than 1080p screen resolution. In this case, it's 2560 by 1440. That's the same as you're going to get on the big 27-inch Apple iMac. Now, this particular review configuration is $2,099, a little bit expensive, but you do get a lot for it. You get this big, super high-res screen. You get a new Intel Core i7 processor, and that's the latest 4th generation Core i series, also known as Haswell. Of course, you don't get the battery benefits of Haswell because obviously this is a machine that plugs into the wall, doesn't have a battery in it, and you can't really take advantage of the integrated better graphics in Haswell systems because this is one of those very rare all-in-ones that has a decent discrete graphics card in it. In this case, it's the NVIDIA GeForce 750M, and I absolutely love that that graphics card is in here because it lets you play pretty much any modern game on pretty decent settings. This is really one of the only things that you'd call a gaming all-in-one. And when you have this super high-res screen and it's so big and so bright and so clear, it's really a lot of fun to, let's say, load up Steam and play some games on here. It's one of the more fun non-gaming desktop gaming systems that I've tried out recently. The XPS 27 comes with a perfectly fine but plasticky kind of throwaway wireless keyboard and mouse. The adjustable stand doesn't go all the way flat. This is where it tops out, and it's kind of stiff, hard to move with one hand, but you can certainly adjust it a bit. I love all the ports and connections on here. You got plenty of USB 3 ports. You have not only an HDMI output, but also a separate HDMI input. So you can plug, let's say, a Blu-ray player or a cable box or an Xbox or something up to it and just use the monitor and speakers, which makes it pretty handy for having in a dorm room or in a den or in your bedroom instead of having a whole separate TV for that stuff. Obviously, it's not the least expensive all-in-one on the block. You can actually trade down to about $17.99 to a Core i5 CPU and still keep the NVIDIA graphics, which I think is really great, and that's why this is one of my favorite all-in-one desktops of the year. I'm Dan Ackerman, and that is the Dell XPS 27.